Hi, guys, and I'm welcoming you heavily in a very great way to J Dynamic TV. My name is KING, the King himself. And it's on this note that I'm saying if you are just joining us, please do well to subscribe and also click on the notification bell so that you won't be missing out anytime we post new content. Hmm, hmm. FG slams homicide charges against gospel singer Osinachi's husband. Wow. Wow. This is don't forget the way the woman died. At first, it was said that she died of throat cancer, blah, blah, blah. That was what was said at the first instance. Then, on the long run, that was when the truth now prevailed. It was until, I think, nobody knew anything. Until Frank Edwards posted, wow, that beast actually killed you finally. Blah. And people now started showing interest. Like, what happened? How did she die? Before we now knew, even from the mouths, from the confessions and testimonies of the children, that the man was always beating her while she was alive, and there was a time he kicked her on the neck, and a lot of things, a lot of complications there, about actually resulting in her death. But if you are just joining us, please subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you can be notified when we post new content. I'm on get us bill. All right, but right now, Peter Wachuku, husband of late popular gospel artist Osinachi Wachuku, has been charged with culpable homicide, which is punishable with death. I'm very sure the woman will not even be happy wherever she is. Like, she won't be happy that this is happening. She's a twin, yeah. In other words, I think most people know now that she's a twin. She's a twin, and it's a very painful thing, man. The late gospel singer died on April 8th, allegedly from complications from injuries that she sustained after he assaulted her. Well, the federal government has filed 23 counts charges against Peter Mwachukwu, that's the husband of late popular gospel artist Osinachi, before the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory. Man, like, he was charged with culpable homicide contrary to Section 221 of the Penal Code, which is punishable with death. If you're a lawyer, you understand this better. Okay, the first count reads that you, Peter Nwachukwu, 56, male, on the 8th of April 2022 at ACO Estate, opposite police station Lugbe, Abuja, FCT, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, did commit an offense to with culpable homicide punishable with death in that you cause the death of Mrs. Osinachi Nwachukwu by a various acts of violence and aggravated assault with the knowledge that her death will be the probable consequence of your act. Can two statement of offense willfully placing a person in fear of physical injury, contrary to Section 4 of the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015 and punishable under the same section of the Act. And then we heard about some other stuff that are really happened. Like, God. Man, the prosecutor accused the defendant, that's Nwachukwu's husband, Osinachi's husband rather, of forcefully ejecting the deceased from the family home, contrary to the VAP Act, adding that he also attempted culpable homicide by pushing Osinachi out of a moving vehicle. Man, who does that? Hey. The federal government further alleged that the defendant deprived the deceased of her personal liberty by restraining her movement and locking her up in the house. If you want to marry, let me just sound this as a note of warning, please. Or if you want to marry or you're married already, and you already, you are feeling some kind of toxic behaviors or toxicity in your relationship or marriage, I'm sorry to say, it's better to be a divorcee, and it's better to be a divorcee than to be a dead woman. I'm telling you. And it is also this even is applicable to men too, and it's also better. A broken courtship is better than a broken marriage. Sometimes we've noticed some things, like, I'm very sure this man didn't just start. Don't worry, you will hear something. I will tell you something. At the year this animal started beating this woman, it started between 14th of November 2009 till April Jesus, 2022. Can you just imagine? Hmm? Nwachukwu was equally accused of emotional, verbal, and psychological abuse contrary to Section 14 of the VAP Act 2015. The defendant was said to have denied Osinachi access to her money for medication and household necessities and forced her into begging and borrowing. The charge further alleges that Osinachi's husband forcefully isolated and separated her from her family by preventing the deceased mother and siblings from visiting her matrimonial home. Man, he was similarly accused of cruelly beating the children and recording their cry and playing it on his phone. Now he has used that, to threaten the children and preventing them from reporting the acts of domestic violence against their mother to his pastor, Dr. Paul Enecho, or any other person. Man, Jesus. Well, another part of what they said, particular offense that you, Peter Wachuku, made sometimes between 14th November 2009. Can you just imagine? And April 2022 at ACU Estate, opposite police station Lugbe, Abuja, FCT, within the jurisdiction of this honorable court, did commit an offense to wit emotional, verbal, and psychological abuse from Mrs. Osinachi, deceased, by humiliating her and making stupid utterances like "you are smelling," "you are mad," even to her in the presence of her music crew members. Maybe she actually begged. Maybe she actually begged some of the crew members that they should not please, that they should not talk about it anywhere. They should not tell the pastor. They should please no this. God, please back out. Oh, if you are sensing anything, let me say, just get out, please. I am begging. If you are sensing anything, just get out. Just get out. It is just, it is just what it is. I just believe that the justice will prevail and may the soul of the woman rest in perfect peace. Such a painful thing. Such a painful thing because of the husband. Well, he has been charged, and they can't. If you're a lawyer, I'm very sure you it means he might just die anytime. Like they can just he can be condemned to die. Thank you very much. Enjoy your